Hello, 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 hello. I'm Lynn Browder, and I have a son, Owen, who is 12 and has autism. I'm sitting here trying to figure out where I want to go with all of this. He helps me paint the backgrounds of our paintings, and I then paint the rest. I was trying to decide if I wanted to do like a bunch of flowers or if I changed my mind, and that happens a lot. So here I am. A lot of times I will paint something and it is in the wrong spot or isn't what I wanted to do, and so we just paint over it eventually. So I try sometimes to kind of estimate what I'm gonna do, but if you've watched before, I just randomly do a lot of things. So if you're new to my channel, please subscribe. I share our art and other things along the way. I'm currently in the process of going through breast cancer treatments. Ooh, I'm about to sneeze. So I've been sharing my journey with that, and what my son and I do together, how to kind of help him through the process and teach him about what I'm going through, what we're going through. Because I always tell him that we're a team, and so we go through these things together, and want him to know that mommy's gonna be okay. So I had very long blonde hair. I laugh at blonde hair because technically, it's not blonde, but we're gonna go with that. And so he had this picture of what I look like, long blonde hair, and it was very hard for him. He would get upset if I even pulled my hair like up or back or anything like that for a long time. We worked through a lot of that, but he sees this picture and he needs me to be mommy. He needs me to look like who I am. And so I had many haircuts, and finally kind of got to that point where it needed to be shaved, and so I got it shaved, and it took him a few days and a few weeks for some parts of it. Now he will come up to me and rub my head and scrub, he says. And so he's come quite some way, far away, and he's still processing it, and he told me that I will grow my hair back in February, and he wants me to have red and green hair. So he's come to terms with a lot of it. I told him that my port was my medicine box, and where it would help me get the medicine that I needed to feel better and to get this cancer gone and everything. So he gets that, and I wanted him to know, like, kind of have a way to understand it, and just to tell him that the box that they put was to help mommy get better, and he had to be gentle, and he couldn't push it or hurt it or anything, because he doesn't do anything like on purpose, but, well, I mean, he doesn't quite understand that, but I didn't want him to, like, after I had my surgery and everything, and he's been amazing, and he does, he'll talk about the medicine box, and that I have it so that I can feel better, and he'll talk to me about what it means and everything. So he truly has come so far, and with his understanding of what's happening and why I'm doing it and everything, in his terms, in my terms of what it means, and that's huge. So we're quickly getting to the finish line. Well, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, Isaac Wick. I had my last chemo, and I'm going for the surgery in December, so not that much further, and I will be so happy when it's done. It's my doctor said she's gonna cure me, and I believe it, and I feel like it's gonna be happening. So that's what I have to keep focusing on, praying a lot, and knowing that it'll all work out. God is with me on this journey, and I know so many people are praying for me, and I can feel it. I can definitely feel the prayers. So tonight we went to see what Owen calls Night Santa. The therapy place that Owen goes to for music has an annual walk run to benefit. They don't turn away any children, no matter what the insurance or the parents can afford. They still take the kids, and so they have this annual walk. I forget what year they've been doing it for quite some time now, and we went because he wanted to see Night Santa. And on the way there, he told me that I wasn't going fast enough, and that I needed to get in the fast lane and get a faster car. So I laugh because he's so funny about what what he wants, and so we made it, and he saw Night Santa, and then as soon as he saw Night Santa, he was done and ready to come home. So we came home, and he was happy. He was happy to see Night Santa, and I know that tomorrow he'll be asking to go back to Night Santa next year. And we'll go see the Fish Santa, which is out at Cabela's. And we'll probably go, oh, I'm yawning, sorry. We'll probably go to a couple other Santas, maybe, as the holiday quickly approaches here. I love it because he used to not want to go. He didn't make any connections to the holiday or to going to see Santa for any reason. And so for him to want to go now, it's a big thing for him. So I'm very excited about it, and happy. Happy. Oh, I'm yawning. I'd fallen asleep, and I woke up, and I was like, okay. Almost 2 hours had gone by. So, I think I want to change this just a little. was gonna leave it just kind of, but I think I want it just a little different there. So sometimes I change my mind. Like I said, a lot of this stuff I put kind of as I'm thinking through the process, but it doesn't generally mean it's staying or that it's in any particular place or what it should be or what it's gonna be. Because truly things constantly are changing with what I'm putting or doing. I don't necessarily want to fill in everything, all the little spots, but I like having a lot of stuff going on here. Let's see if that. Sometimes I get stuck on these little particular flowers and I don't change it up. I try to, but I don't always go there with my designs. But especially when I'm yawning so much. But it's been a very, very, very busy day in the grand scheme of our days. Owen gets stuck on certain things and he will repeat it all. And so when that happens, it takes a lot out of me to kind of keep up with him and go from what he's saying and trying to kind of figure out how to kind of change what he's focused on and kind of move him through it. He gets to the point where he can't concentrate on anything else. So, and that was kind of with like Night Santa. Once it was accomplished, he moved on and he was done. And so that's one of the things I have to kind of work with him on, is having fun and being able to look forward to something and also being able to say, okay, well, we did this and now here's what we're doing after that. And he's learning. He's definitely learning, but it's one of the things we kind of have a hard time dealing with is events or things that he wants to do but truly can't process what's happening with them. So we had our first snow, and I was just glad that it didn't keep Owen from going to school, because today was their last day before the fall break. Oh, I can't stop yawning. The fall break. And so I didn't want him to miss it, because keeping his schedule the same and keeping that kind of where it all works out and what he wants to do, that helps the rest of our days. And so him being able to go to school today was definitely kind of a benefit. So I'm very glad that that happened. I feel like I've made a mess on some of my little things here, but that's okay. As I say, it's just paint. And I like using all of these reds because I want to see what happens when it goes, like, when it dries. I always love watching paint dry. And so that's kind of fun to me. Fun to me. We are about there. Sometimes as things dry, it kind of makes me want to change the perspective just a little bit. And sometimes I use green too much. Too many random greenness. Too many random greenness. Okay. I think we're about as there as we're gonna get. So I sign O for Owen. I wanted a little more color there. And then L and B. See, I always do this. I end up changing my mind just a hair. Okay, there we go. All right, thanks so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day. Toodles, toodles.